Jason Fowler is with us today. He's the organizer of the Bay Frog Open, and this is something that you guys have been planning for many months, so we want to give it time because there's a lot involved in this.
A lot of moving parts, for sure.
Yeah, so this is the first annual. First of all, it's a two-day event, and it has three major components to it. But first, let's talk about who it benefits.
So it benefits the Uncommon Grit Foundation, which is a registered charity out of Richmond, Virginia, founded by a former Navy SEAL and his wife. I recently joined the board of directors for Uncommon Grit, and we like to think of ourselves as the United Way of military and first responder charities. We like to prop up and give to the smaller charities that are also doing great work but may not have the recognition locally or nationally. We have a local beneficiary, which will be the Pittsburgh Warriors, which are a 501c3 charity that uses ice hockey as a form of PTSD therapy for more than 150 combat veterans in Western Pennsylvania, including Erie and Crawford.
Wow. So hockey is one of the three components of this event.
It's actually one of four. We have a 1 mile swim reminiscent of the Bay swim from years ago, with some of our former SEALs participating in. We have roughly 50 swimmers scheduled to do that on Sunday morning. Then we have a hockey game with former NHL players joining Warriors and local veterans in a game of, at Erie Bank Sports Park, which will be a lot of fun. And then we have a really large dinner and auction, what we term the Battle of Lake Erie, in keeping with our local history. That's Sunday night at the Ambassador. We have some amazing auction items online that can be found at bayfrogopen.com. And then we have a golf outing on Monday at Cockle Country Club.
Wow.
So it's a lot of moving parts, but it all seems to be coming together really well.
So someone who's watching right now and thinks this is a group I want to get behind, this is an organization I like to support, what part of this can they be involved in?
A lot of different parts. The hockey game is open to the public.
Great.
We are selling tickets for anyone over 12 for $10, and those can also be found on our website. Spectators certainly welcome for the base swim on Monday. We do have a couple of foursomes left for the outing. And we do have a couple of individual tickets that are available on our website for the dinner and auction on Sunday, but the auction items, with the exception of a few live items, are all online.
Are you still looking for swimmers?
We are, but we are going to close registration tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and they have to be vetted. It can't just, they have to be experienced long-term, like a triathlon swimmer, et cetera.
Yes, that's absolutely correct. I'm obviously not a swimmer, but when I got involved with this, one of the statistics that I read was open water swims of this length average a fatality every 7 years. And we wanted to make sure that it was the safest possible for a charitable event. And so, we've required extensive high school, collegiate, or triathlete swim experience.
Yeah. And you have some big names coming in town for this one. Talk quickly about that before we have to end the break.
From the NHL standpoint, we have Hall of Famer Mark Recchi, former Pittsburgh Penguin.
Wow.
One of the top 3 U.S.-born hockey players ever, Jeremy Roenick, is coming in for both the hockey and the golf. Former Penguins, Colby Armstrong, Ryan Malone, who is actually the inspiration that put me in touch with the Pittsburgh Warriors. He does a lot of great work with them. And one of Erie's favorite, Mike Rupp, will also be here. So.
Yeah, fantastic. Big names. Again, find out more, bayfrogopen.com, because there is so much happening here, but all for a great organization. Jason Fowler, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you very much for having me.